Today's lesson is called The Art of Apology. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
And my name is Helen.
Helen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Now, do you think that those apologies are an improvement upon the last time I apologized to you in the introduction? Do you think that was an improvement? Do you think those are better apologies?
Well, they do sound more sincere, so a sincere apology is always good.
Do you think that there was any art in my apologies there? Any art in my apologizing, I should say?
Yes, I do think that your apologizing skills have improved. So yes, I would consider that to be an art.
You're saying that they haven't gotten to the level of art yet. They've improved.
Yeah, well, it takes
Getting
time.
better.
It takes time.
Yeah. By the way, art, I've heard, is when you're able to do something difficult or dangerous. You're able to do it well or even with style. That's what art is all about in some situations. So if you're able to apologize with art, that means that no matter what, okay, you've apologized so well that the person that you're apologizing to is going to forgive you no matter what you happen to have done to them. The apology is just so good, so heartfelt, so poetic, so wonderful that this person can't help but they have to say, hey, it's all right. I forgive you. They will let you off the hook no matter what because you have apologized with art.
That's right. So it is an art. It's not so easy to do because it depends on the person that you're apologizing to. So there is no guidebook which says, okay, if you're in this situation, you have to do that because everyone's going to react differently. So apologizing well involves knowing the person that you're apologizing to, how they're going to react to what you will say and what you will do.
Sounds good to me. Anyways, this is the second part of our article on the art of apology. And Ricky and Nancy are back. And at this point, Ricky and Nancy should know each other well enough that the apologies today are going to be super great and awesome. Maybe today we'll have some artful apologies because Ricky and Nancy have been apologizing, going back and forth throughout our lesson. Yeah, part 3 of our lesson is called Missing an Event. We'll start reading from this particular part of our lesson right after this break.
3. Missing an event. After promising to attend Nancy's birthday party, Ricky wasn't able to go. He shows up at her place to apologize in person. Ricky, what a surprise!
I hope it's not an inconvenient time. I just wanted to let you know how sorry I am for missing your birthday party. I tried to call you that day, but you didn't answer.
Nothing's wrong, is it?
No, not at all. My grandparents came for a surprise visit.
Sounds like it couldn't be helped. Don't worry about it.
Thanks for understanding. I brought you a belated birthday gift too.
You shouldn't have, but thank you.
各位好，第一部分我们看到单字 apologize 这个字是动词，意思是道歉。例如 I think you should apologize to that man for stepping on his foot. 我想你应该为踩到那个人的脚向他道歉。另外补充这个字的名词 apology A-P-O-L-O-G-Y apology 举例来说You really should offer Dennis an apology for spilling water on his book. 你真的该向 Dennis 道个歉，因为你泼水在他的书上。再来，我们看到形容词 belated 表示迟来的，姗姗来迟的。例如 George bought a bottle of red wine for his older sister as a belated birthday present. George 买了一瓶红酒送给姐姐作为迟来的生日礼物。另外补充一个相关形容词 overdue O-V-E-R-D-U-E overdue 意思是迟来的过期的可以说 This book was due a month ago. Now it's overdue. You should return it as soon as possible. 这本书1个月前就到期了，现在已经过期，你最好尽快还回去。
So continuing with Nancy and Ricky and the theme of making apologies, it's Ricky this time who has to say sorry to Nancy after missing an event. That's also a common situation. Someone invites you to a party, to lunch, or to dinner, and then you can't make it in the end for good reasons, sometimes for bad reasons. And here, Nancy had invited Ricky to her birthday party, and it says here, after promising to attend Nancy's birthday party, Ricky wasn't able to go. So he shows up at her place to apologize in person.
Well, which is nice, by the way. Okay, now, does this make up for not going to the party? Probably not. But yes, if you do miss an important event like a birthday party, it's probably a good idea for you to make an appearance in person. By the way, we've talked about this before. Apology is the noun. Apologize is the verb. If you apologize, you say you're sorry. If you apologize, you make an apology.
Right, so Ricky decides to make an apology or to apologize in person, and he shows up at Nancy's house. So Nancy opens the door and says, Ricky, what a surprise. Ricky says, I hope it's not an inconvenient time. I just wanted to let you know how sorry I am for missing your birthday party. I tried to call you that day, but you didn't answer. So Ricky provides an explanation for why he couldn't get in touch with Nancy beforehand to tell her that he wasn't able to make it to the birthday party. And he probably sounds very sincere and hopes that Nancy will forgive him.
Yeah, and by the way, Nancy doesn't seem to be mad at him right now. When he shows up, it's surprising to her. Ah, Ricky, what are you doing here? What a surprise. And Ricky is very respectful, okay? He says, I hope it's not an inconvenient time. I.e., am I intruding? Am I barging in? Am I disturbing you or interrupting anything important? He's saying this because he's polite, and then he starts apologizing. And then he does explain himself a little bit. He did try to call her, but she didn't answer. Now, does this make everything right? No, but at least he's trying to explain himself and to clear the air. And yes, he's already apologized. How about that? Now, Nancy senses something. She says, nothing's wrong, is it? Yeah, it was strange of you to not show up at the party. We thought you'd overslept, but then the party was at night, so we thought that was unlikely. So we all figured, something is going on with Ricky, and apparently Nancy's intuition is right on the mark. She senses that something is up, and she's right, okay? Nancy says, nothing's wrong, is it? And Ricky says, no, not at all. Apparently, he didn't miss the party because of something bad happening. He missed the party because of something very good happening. He got a surprise visit. Yeah, he says, my grandparents came for a surprise visit. So that's why he wasn't able to go to Nancy's birthday party.
And Nancy doesn't seem very bothered by the fact that Ricky wasn't able to make it to her party or that he didn't call her, or he said he did, but she didn't receive any explanations from him. So she just says, sounds like it couldn't be helped. In other words, it sounds like it wasn't your fault. It was a situation that you couldn't help. Don't worry about it. So she tells Ricky, don't feel too bad about it because I don't feel very bad about it. Let's just forget about it.
Yeah, it was a great party. If anything, you missed out, pal. We had a fantastic time without you. We had a great birthday party, and I got tons of presents. So you know what? The fact that you weren't there, it didn't bother me all that much. I had a great time at my birthday party. And Ricky says, okay, well, thanks for understanding. And then he says, I brought you a belated birthday gift, too. You can add it to that gigantic pile of presents there in the corner.
Right, and belated, of course, means happening late. You can wish someone a belated happy birthday, which means you're not wishing them happy birthday on the day of their birthday, but a day later or a few days later. So he brings her a birthday present that he should have brought to the party, but since he wasn't able to go, he's bringing it to her now. And Nancy says, you shouldn't have, but thank you. So Nancy says, there was no need to get me this present, but thank you anyway. It sounds to me that Nancy is being cold with Ricky, and maybe she is annoyed by the fact that he wasn't able to come, but she doesn't want to show him. Those are the vibes I'm getting from Nancy.
Oh, gosh. Vibes are going back and forth between them. Maybe we'll get to the bottom of some of these after a short break. Anyways, yes, folks, let's go ahead and take a short break. But when we come back, we'll be wrapping up our Plus Talk dialogue lesson by reading a portion of our dialogue called Hurting Someone's Feelings.
4. Hurting someone's feelings. Nancy asks Ricky why Kelly has been avoiding her lately. Do you know why Kelly has been so distant?
I think she was hurt when you said that she was better off without her ex-boyfriend because he was a jerk.
I meant it as a joke. I was trying to lighten the mood.
Well, I don't think she found it very funny. If you want the chance to make amends, she's right over there.
Kelly, I wanted to apologize for what I said the other day. It was in poor taste, and I feel horrible about it. I hope you can forgive me.
第二部分，我们看到片语 better off 表示日子过得更好，生活更富裕。举例来说 Tim is better off without his girlfriend. Tim 少了他的女朋友，过得更好。另外，补充一个相关片语 better off doing something 指最好做点点点，不如点点点。我们可以说 You'd be better off staying at home than going out in this hot weather. 在这个炎热的天气，你最好待在家里，不要出门。再来，我们看到名词 jerk 意思是混蛋。举例来说 Linda's boyfriend is a jerk. He has been cheating on her for months. Linda 的男友是个混蛋，他背着她偷吃了好几个月了。另外，这个字也可以当作动词，指突然的抽、拉或移动。例如 Our car made a loud noise and then jerked to a stop. 我们的车发出一声巨响，接着就猛然停住了。接着我们看到一个片语 make amends 表示补偿、赔罪。例如 Henry tried to make amends for all of the terrible things he had done. Henry 想为他所做的坏事做弥补。另外，补充一个相关单字 compensate C-O-M-P-E-N-S-A-T-E compensate 这个字是动词，指补偿、弥补。我们可以说 The boy's parents compensated me for the damage he did to my car. 男孩对我车子造成的损害，由他父母亲出面补偿我。再来，我们看到形容词 horrible 指非常糟糕的，令人不愉快的。举例来说The food at this restaurant tastes horrible. 这间餐厅的食物尝起来真难吃。最后，我们看到片语 in poor taste 意思是不得体。例如 She told a joke about death that I thought was in poor taste as Laura's mother had just passed away. 她讲了一个关于死亡的笑话，让我觉得很不得体，因为 Laura 的母亲才刚过世。另外，补充一个反义片语in good taste 表示高雅得体，像是 Everything in the restaurant we went to last Sunday is in good taste. 我们上周日去的那间餐厅，店里一切摆设都非常雅致。
Okay, folks, we're back and we're going to talk about hurting feelings next, the fourth part of this month's Plus Talk dialogue on the art of apology. Apparently, Nancy notices that another friend of hers, her name is Kelly, has been avoiding her lately. And maybe they used to talk every day or they used to have lunch together often, but that hasn't been happening recently. And Nancy doesn't know why Kelly might be angry at her, so she asks Ricky what the problem could be and why Kelly has been avoiding her.
Ah, there we go. There are some bad vibes here for sure. Yeah, before the break, something was in the air. We weren't quite sure what it was all about, but apparently the vibes between Ricky and Nancy aren't the problem. Apparently, Nancy has picked something up from Kelly, okay? It says here that Nancy asks Ricky why Kelly has been avoiding her lately. Yeah, whenever Nancy wants to talk to Kelly, Kelly finds a way to escape and to not be there. Apparently, Kelly is avoiding Nancy. She's trying her best to not run into Nancy or to interact with Nancy at all. She's avoiding her. So let's figure out why, and maybe we can clear the air of these bad vibes.
So Nancy asks Ricky, do you know why Kelly has been so distant? Distant meaning why she has not been interacting with me, talking to me, or searching for me. And Ricky says, I think she was hurt when you said that she was better off without her ex-boyfriend because he was a jerk. So, yeah.
Yeah, even though it's an ex-boyfriend, i.e. they're no longer girlfriend and boyfriend, okay? Apparently, Nancy kind of said something that hurt Kelly's feelings. By the way, having strong opinions is okay, but sometimes you shouldn't share those strong opinions, especially when you're talking about private or personal matters. So maybe Nancy thought that this guy was a jerk, and that's okay. You can have that opinion, but should you always share strong opinions like this, especially when the subject matter is sensitive? Probably not. Sometimes you can keep your opinions to yourself. So apparently Nancy said, you're better off without that jerk ex-boyfriend of yours. And Kelly, though, does not share those feelings. She thinks that Nancy went over the line.
Right, and here to be better off means to be in a better situation. And Nancy said to Kelly, you're in a better situation without your ex-boyfriend because he wasn't that great of a person anyway. He was a jerk. A jerk is somebody who is not nice, who is not nice to people. Usually you call those kinds of people jerks. So Nancy calls Kelly's ex-boyfriend a jerk, and that evidently upset Kelly very much.
Kelly was kind of offended by what Nancy said, and next, Nancy tries to explain herself, not to Kelly, but to Ricky. Nancy says, I meant it as a joke. I wasn't serious. And then she says, I was trying to lighten the mood. She noticed that Kelly was really down in the dumps and depressed about breaking up with her boyfriend, so she was trying to lighten the mood. She wanted people to smile and to laugh and to be happy. That's what it means to lighten the mood. You might tell a joke, let's say, in order to make people feel better. But apparently, in this situation, her attempt to lighten the mood backfired.
Right. It didn't work when Nancy tried to lighten the mood. She definitely said something wrong. She could have said something else to make Kelly feel better, but she wasn't very tactful with her choice of words. So Ricky says, well, I don't think she found it very funny. You may have thought that your comment was funny, but she didn't find it funny. If you want the chance to make amends, she's right over there. And here the phrase to make amends means to do something to correct a mistake that you have made. So Ricky says, if you want to correct your mistake, if you want to make amends with Kelly, she's right over there. Why don't you go over there and talk to her?
Yeah, if you want to make amends, if you want to make things right once again, go ahead. Kelly's sitting right over there. Go have a chat with her. Have a heart-to-heart talk with her, and maybe she'll forgive you. Now, Nancy, she's not shy. She's not timid. So she goes over to her. She goes over to see Kelly, and she says, Kelly, I wanted to apologize for what I said the other day. So there you go. She went right over to Kelly, and the first thing she said, I'm sorry. She apologized directly.
Right. She apologizes directly. She does not mince words, and she says, it was in poor taste, and I feel horrible about it. I hope you can forgive me. So she also makes a comment about what she said. She says that it was very inappropriate and very offensive. It was in poor taste, what I said to you the other day. And now I feel horrible. I feel really bad about what I said to you, and I hope you can forgive me, which is another phrase, another sentence that you can use to ask someone for an apology. You can say, I'm sorry, I apologize, or I hope you can forgive me.
Yeah, it was in poor taste. I thought it was a joke, but yes, I think I went over the line and I became offensive, or I said something that offended you. Yes, what I said was in poor taste. Next time, I'll do better. I'll try to say something that's not offensive or insulting or rude. And she also says, I feel horrible about it. I feel terrible. I feel bad. I'm so sorry. There you go. I don't know if it's art, but it sounds like a pretty good apology to me. Well done, Nancy. Well done. I just hope that Kelly accepts your apology. All right, everyone, with that, it's time for us to end this month's Plus Talk lesson, but don't go away. Don't fret. Don't worry. The Chinese teacher is on her way.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。在第4段对话里面， Nancy 觉得 Kelly 最近一直躲着她，于是呢 Nancy 就问 Ricky 知不知道这个 Kelly 为什么会这么冷淡呢？ Ricky 就说应该是因为 Nancy 有说 Kelly 她没了前男友过得更好，因为她前男友是个混蛋。好，那么 Nancy 说的这一番话大概就是伤到 Kelly 的心了。课文里面这个 She was better off without her ex-boyfriend 意思就是说她没有前男友会过得更好。那句子里面的 better off 用来表达状况更好或是好转。我们常常会在 better off 后面接 with 或是 without 加上名词来表达有了什么会更好或是没有了什么会更好。像是 Ryan is better off without his ex-girlfriend Ryan 没有前女友过得更好。好，另外如果是在 better off 后面接动词 ing 则是用来表达最好怎么样不如怎么样。那这个用法是用来建议劝告某人做某事。举例来说 It's burning hot outside. You'd be better off staying at home. 外面超热的，你最好待在家里吧。好，那在对话的最后，我们看到 Nancy 她走向 Kelly 为她说的那一番话道歉。她说It was in poor taste, and I feel horrible about it. 那个玩笑很不得体，对此我觉得很过意不去。好，那句子里面用到 in poor taste 不是说味道不好，它是指说不得体。你也可以说 in bad taste， 像这样的用法是用来描述某个人的言论啊、行为等等是不恰当的，是无理的。像你可以说 I think the joke was in poor taste， 我觉得那个笑话粗俗不得体，反而会让人觉得很反感。好，那顺便补充几个跟 taste 有关的用语。第一个have a taste for something， 这是表达说喜好或是偏爱某事物。举例来说Her father has a taste for fine wines. 他父亲偏爱好酒。好，那么第二个用法是 to one's taste， 这是用来表达符合某人的喜好，有中某人的口味。例如 This type of music isn't really to my taste. 我不太喜欢这种类型的音乐。好，那么第三个是 leave a bad taste in one's mouth， 它字面的意思是在某人嘴里留下不好的味道，那引申的语义是给某人留下不好的印象。其中这个 bad taste， 这个 bad 你也可以改用其他形容词来描述是什么样的印象，像是 funny 古怪滑稽的， nasty 是恶劣令人作呕的等等。举例来说The experience left a bad taste in his mouth. 那一次的经历让他留下不好的印象。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们来回顾今天的单字吧。
Apologize. I think you should apologize to your sister for hurting her feelings. Ex-boyfriend. Even though they aren't dating anymore, Victoria still talks to her ex-boyfriend from time to time. Lighten.A few jokes helped lighten the conversation before things could become awkward. Horrible. George swallowed the medicine as fast as possible because it tasted horrible.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I'm Helen.
See you next time.